Other interesting business news, you have the Porsche EV Cayman is quote-unquote stuck in development hell. Oh no, we might never get a Porsche EV sports car. Oh dear God. All 18 people in San Francisco will be sorely disappointed. Now, this comes to us thanks to Byron, who's a writer at The Drive. He says, quote, electric Porsche 718 Boxster and Cayman are stuck in development hell, report. And here you can see some of them right there. Now, diving into the article, they say, quote, Porsche said it will be unhappy with the new 718's battery design, and a delay could extend the lifespan of existing ICE models. Oh, darn it. We'll have to make more profitable vehicles that the shareholders and the consumers want. Oh, darn it. Again, the fact that Germany has become so weak and they acquiesce to the EU bullying them into making more EVs and killing the gas engines of the most beautiful thing I would argue Germany's ever done, Porsche. The fact that they're allowing that just shows how spineless Germany has become and how weak that they have become, in my opinion. And again, it used to be the entry-level gateway to Porsche for sports cars was the Cayman. It costs like $40,000 less than the Porsche 911. And again, $72,000 starting price is still extraordinarily amount of money. I mean, I can't fathom that. It's a lot of money. I can't fathom. But it's like, yeah, it's still a lot cheaper than the $40,000 to $50,000 price delta between the entry-level Porsche 911. And again, for track toys, people love the Caymans. EVs, yeah, they're trash to track right now. And I suspect they will be for the foreseeable future. Because again, most tracks, they don't actually have the fire suppression technology, nor the insurance policies for actually EVs on the tracks. Also, I mean, you might have 20 to 30 minutes between sessions or between, time on the track versus off. And yeah, you can get gasoline like 38 seconds pumping it into your car, but to charge it, yeah, you're going to need a comical amount of time. So that's why most tracks in North America, especially, you don't see those vehicles there. Now, diving into the substance of the article, again, this thanks to Brian Hurd over at The Drive, says, quote, Porsche's having a hard time translating the 718 Boxster and Cayman formula to electric platform. Yeah, increasing the weight and decreasing the fun. Who would have thought? A report from German Automotive News, sister publication. I'm definitely going to butcher this, not purposely though. Automobile Wiki board? It's close enough maybe. And if issues don't get worked out soon, Porsche may have to delay its introduction. Oh no. While the report offers little inland detail, issue stems from the 718 fundamentally defining characteristic its mid-mounted internal combustion engine. Replicating that spirit in an EV has forced Porsche engineers back to the drawing board on more than one occasion, and each trip return resulted in new specs being sent to the Porsche's battery supplier, Valmet Automotive. Valmet is apparently getting sick of redesigning the pack over and over for free and has started to invoice Porsche for additional development time. Porsche has been reluctant to fork over more cash, which, I mean, you're having to redesign this bastardization time and time again. I mean, usually this is the first or free. Those instances, like my IT company, when we're designing like a network architecture, or a new storage design, or a new layout, usually the design work you kind of build it into the cost, so you don't charge it. You usually don't charge that much extra because they'll make money on the software and the hardware, and the actual install you don't actually just charge from the design. But if you're having to redo it time and time again, I can understand a business completely wanting to do that. Let's scroll down to one of the beautiful Caymans right there, which I wish it was nice and green, but you know me, I like the weird colors. Now, they say, quote, Porsche has remained as adamant about the 718 replacement would deviate from the typical mid-approach of a high EV performance in favor of a balanced experience befitting the mid-engine sports car character. But even a small battery pack is heavy and garbage. Oh, I added that second part. And it's like the engine in an ICE car, the battery pack is in the EV is a significant contributor to the center of gravity. Any change made to it trickles down the rest of the platform. As the clock is ticking, the Porsche dealer portal revealed back in June that the internal combustion 718 Boxster and Cayman would cease production next October, paving the way to the electric models to debut late 2025 or early 2026. If Porsche is still working out the specs of major components, the timeline starts to look a little bit shaky. I say, continue saying, quote, while elongated development cycles and stretched budgets are never good news, the silver lining here is that Porsche is in the middle of reevaluating its EV launch cadence anyway. Kill it, kill it. Again, the audacity to get rid of the entry-level sports car, which you could still get with 3 pedals. I love that Porsche has that option of the manual transmission. It is so rare, and it is one of the best track toys, bar none. And they want to get rid of it for an EV. I mean, people buy Caymans left and right. It's one of the most profitable things in the Volkswagen Group's portfolio. If people don't realize this, like, again, I'm not a fan of the SUVs that Porsche makes, but the gas SUVs, they're highly profitable. They make more of those than the 911 in terms of quantity of units. It's one of the most biggest profitable things Volkswagen does. Again, the Volkswagen Group owns not just Porsche, but Lamborghini, Bugatti, Ducati, motorcycle company, as well as the Volkswagen brand that 3 people still buy Volkswagen specific brands. But yeah, the fact that they want to, well, not just they want to, but the European Union is forcing to make more EVs and kill their iconic cars is, I find that viscerally disgusting. If I was a shareholder of VW, I'd be irate. Or a shareholder of Porsche, you could buy their stock specifically. But yeah, I'd be writing them angry letters, be like, why the hell are you killing your best product for something that will be much less profitable and by number of units sold, even lesser? Now, they continue saying, quote, production of the Cayenne EV is imminent. A 3-row EV SUV. Jeez Louise. Which Porsche used to make an SUV with a V8 and a stick shift. The Cayenne GTS, what was it, 2009? They didn't make a lot of them, but I mean, if you could find one, it's like a diamond in the rough. Like, you see them once every couple of years on the, the cars.com and stuff like that. And, even with 120,000 miles, they're asking like 50, 60, 70 grand. Like, that'd be really cool. And like, window, what do you call it? Window shopping or daydreaming every once in a while, I'll be like, that'd be kind of cool to have. But I partially digress. They noted that the electric Cayenne EV SUV is slated to follow in 2027, but we've been hearing for months now that the ICE Cayenne will likely overlap the new electrified version, at least for a full model cycle, which will allow Porsche to justify more extensive updates for the ICE platform. The as yet unveiled K1, which that's what they're going to call it, the K1. How uninspiring is that? But nevertheless, was never meant to be offered on anything but a full-size electric SUV. But in the report, if the report is accurate, the company is now exploring the option of building a gas-powered variant. Yeah, they better. Because again, what Porsche enthusiasts want, on average, they want fun gasoline-powered vehicles. Which, yeah, let's look at the comments as well. That's what I like about the drive. They actually have a comment section. Usually the most interesting of most news, which is why my comment section is always open. I appreciate your feedback, even if it's harsh critique. That's how you improve. And it might take me a day or two, but I always try to, or 3, depending on work. But I always try to get to them as soon as possible and respond to all of them. Now, according to this comment section, one of the first ones comes from Null Resurrection. And he says, quote, why can't Porsche keep electrifying their SUVs and sedans and make the Cayman Boxster twins hybrids like the 911? Oh, don't get me started on the hybrid 911. Do the twins really need a high cell and high volume to justify moving to a new EV platform that no one asked for? Getting 7 likes. Red Sailboat says, has Porsche asked the customer if they even want electric Cayman? I'm pretty sure they don't care. The EU's bullying them and they're acquiescing pathetically. They got 7 likes. Eurospec says, Taycan forum on Renlist is not a happy place. Depreciation, recalls, bad customer service, extended warranties, and I don't think many people are interested in the Porsche EV Round 2, which the Taycan was their EV sedan that I think was only famous for Bill Gates driving a couple years back. That was one celebrity that drove it. And I think I've seen 2 or 3 in Texas. Not very powerful. Not very. Oh, they're powerful in terms of, yeah, it's an EV. It's got a lot of torque, but not very popular is what I meant to say. You also have city drivers saying, what a waste of time. There can never be a mid-engine or rear-engine EV. Batteries and electric motors are going to get more powerful, smaller, and lighter. You could distribute the weight by moving components, get around whatever you want for balance. Leave the 911 and 718 ICE alone, which, yep. Patrick says, spoiler alert, ain't happening with current battery technology. Also, potential correction, production of the EV, or Cayman EV is imminent. Pretty sure you meant to say the Macan, which is due in dealerships sooner. So, yeah, and again, small sample size of people in the comment section there, but again, some cars, I especially think many customers don't like the fact that they're trying to bastardize original cars, turning them into EVs. I suspect that's a component and a variable of why there's less acceptance, or people usually roast the newer iterations or the EVs they're taking over. Again, if Porsche wanted to make a new car from the ground up that was an EV and they kept the goodness of the the Cayman and the 911, I think there'd be a lot less pushback. A lot of companies are diversifying their fleet portfolio and having hybrids as well as gas engines as well as EVs. But yeah, I mean, the EV adoption rate is decreasing, especially in North America. Hybrids are growing in popularity in North America, especially. I'm not a fan, but I understand some consumers want those. I don't think they're good at math in terms of what do you do with that battery that costs between $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 to replace after a couple of years. But I partially digress. Hopefully, Porsche actually, maybe the right to representative or right to the Chancellor of Germany, be like, hey, maybe we don't acquiesce and bend over to the EU. I mean, hopefully, but let's just say I'm not too optimistic. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you can click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment, it's a great way to give me a little bit of additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.